Good morning, students. We are doing chapter balance of payment, and today we'll do component of balance of payment. Balance of payment can be grouped into broad categories, that is current account and capital account. So current account includes all the transactions related to visible, invisible and unilateral transfers. Capital account includes all the capital receipts and capital payments like borrowings and lendings, investments and change in foreign exchange reserve. So let's see these two components in detail. First is current account. Current account is the account in which we will record all the transaction which is related with the import export of goods, services, unilateral transfers and income receipts and payments during a given period of time. It is a flow concept. So it has four components. First is import export of goods. So import export of goods means all the visible items we are going to record in this. Under this, we will record all the receipts from export on the credit side, that is also known as the positive side, and all the payments for imports we will record on the debit side, that is also known as the negative side. And after that, we will take the balance which is known as BOT, balance of trade or balance of visible items. Second is import export of services. Under this, we will record import and export of all the invisible items, that is banking, transportation, etc. All the services we will record here. Again, all the receipts from export we will record on the credit side, and all the payments for import we will record on the debit side. Okay, and after that we will take the difference which is known as balance of invisible trade. Third is unilateral transfers to and from abroad. Unilateral transfers already I have discussed, that is one side transaction like gift, scholarship, donation, etc. So under this, receipts of unilateral transfers from rest of the world will be recorded on the credit side, and unilateral transfer to rest of the world is recorded on the debit side. And after that we will take the balance of these two, and that is known as the balance of unilateral transfer. Next is income receipts and payments. So except all these three, other receipts like interest, rent, profit, all the regular incomes which we will earn or which we will pay to abroad, that will be recorded under this head. So under this, again, all the income receipts, if we are receiving interest, rent, profit, etc., then we will record it on the credit side, and any payment we will record on the debit side. Again, so in this also, again we will find out the balance. And after calculating the balance of these four components, we will find out the total balance of current account. So current account shows the net income of these four components. Or what we can do, we will record all the inflow of foreign exchange on the credit side and all the payments on debit side, and after that we can find out the balance of current account. So balance of current account can be positive, that is surplus, or deficit. So surplus current account means CAS, current account surplus. So current account surplus arise when credit transactions are more than debit transaction. It means credit side is more than debit. It happens when inflows are more than outflows. It indicates exports are more than the import, and we means resident of a country is a lender to the rest of the world. Second is current account deficit. It arises when credit side is less than debit side. It means inflows are less than outflows, which indicates that exports are less than imports. And here, resident of the country is a borrower to the rest of the world. Clear? Next is capital account. This account is concerned with the financial transfers and record all the transactions between resident of the country and rest of the world which cause change in the asset and liabilities of the country or its government. So it is a stock concept and it affects asset and liability of the resident of the country or the government. It includes capital receipts like borrowing and capital payments like purchase of assets. It is used to finance deficit in the current account. It means if there is any deficiency in the current account, that can be covered from capital account. And second, absorb surplus of current account. So all these are the features. So what are the components? There are three important components: is borrowing or lending to and from abroad. So it includes all the transactions related to borrowing from abroad by private sector, government, etc. So all receipts of such loans or repayments of loan by the foreigners are recorded on the credit side, okay, which is also known as a positive side. Second,
All the transactions of lending to abroad by private sector, government, lending abroad or repayment of loan to the abroad is recorded on the debit side of this account. Next is investment to and from abroad. Again, investment by rest of the world in Indian company is recorded on the positive side, that is credit side, because it indicates the inflow of foreign exchange. And investment by Indian resident in the foreign companies, then it is recorded on the negative side because it shows the outflow of the. So in this way we will record all the transaction on debit side and credit side. Investment, here there are two types of investment, FDI and portfolio investment. First is FDI, foreign direct investment. It refers to the purchase of an asset such that it gives a direct control to the person. For example, purchase of land, purchase of building, etc. And portfolio investment, it is also refers to the purchase of asset, but it does not give any control or right on the asset, full control on the asset. For example, purchase of shares in a company. But if you will purchase more than 50% share, then in that case you have a right also, direct control also, then it becomes a FDI. But when we don't have a control, then it is known as a portfolio investment. Clear? So it is also known as FII, foreign institutional investment. You may get this question in 1 mark, so please do the meanings. Next is change in foreign exchange reserve. This point is very important. You may get this question in 4 mark, 3 mark or even in a 6 mark also. The foreign exchange reserves are the financial assets of the government which is held by the central bank. It is an important component of capital account. It affects asset and liability of the country or the government. So any withdrawal or deposits will be recorded in the BOP. But now the question is on which side? So there are two things, that is deposits and withdrawals. Any deposit to these reserves will be recorded on the debit side of the, that is negative side, and any withdrawal from the reserve is recorded on the positive side, that is on credit side. Clear? So you can learn the initial D for deposit, D for debit. So in this way you can learn that deposits will be recorded on the debit side and withdrawals will be on the credit side. Done? So it must be noted that the change in reserve is recorded in the BOP account, not reserves. So in nutshell, we can say that all the inflows or receipts will be recorded on the credit side and any outflow or payment will be recorded on the debit side. So after recording all the transaction on debit and credit side, we will find out the balance. It could be positive or negative. So capital account balance, first is positive means surplus. Positive or surplus capital account arise when credit side is more than the debit side. It means inflows are more than its payments. And second is negative capital account, which is also known as deficit capital account. It arises when credit side is less than debit side. It shows that inflows are less than outflows. Clear? Next question we have difference between current account and capital account. It's also a very important question. Let's see. First is meaning. First you will write the meaning, current account and capital account. Current account is the account which shows all the transactions related to visible, invisible, unilateral transfers, and capital account, it records all the transactions which affects asset and liability of the resident of the country. Components. It has 4 components: import, export of visible items, invisible items, unilateral transfers, and income receipts and payments. And components are borrowing and lending to and from the abroad, investment, change in foreign exchange reserves. Concept. Current account is a flow concept and capital account is a stock concept. Clear to you? Thank you.